And we're back. This one is going to be all about decisions. It'll be tough to grasp at first, but I need you to come at it with an open mind and through perspective. Decisions are something that I can admit and be personal about. I'm horrible. I am horrible at making decisions. From what flavor ice cream I'm going to buy to am I going to go to school? Is school helping me? Decisions that impact your life. No one can tell you which decision to choose at any given point in time. Sure, there could be advice, but there's no real person that could tell you which to make because it's only certain in the individual's perspective at the time. When a situation calls for a decision, it's your choice. And if you're always picking the decision that somebody else gives you, I don't know if that's the right one for you. Just think about it. Was it? Like, you have to tell me. What did you feel about it? When you went home, was it the right decision? Were you influenced by somebody? On Instagram, Twitter, like, were you influenced to buy something that you didn't need? Or were you influenced to do something at a party that you didn't want to do or that you didn't know if was right? These are the decisions that affect your life. These are the decisions that we need to think about. But the key here is to think about it before it happens. It only takes a moment to make a decision. But if you take an extra moment, you could be picking the right one. Or a fatal one. You are who you are because of all of the actions that were decisions that you made. At this very point in time, you are doing what you are doing because of decisions that you've made in the past. Sure, your parents probably had a huge influence on your decisions. But in reality, we are all our own individual person with our own decision-making skills. And you think that those people that dropped out of college to become rappers and actually succeeded, do you think it was their decision? It was. They took a risk, and it led them to success. I'm not saying you should drop out of college and become a rapper, but I'm saying that those decisions that are personal to you, that maybe will make you follow your dreams, may come true one day. This generation, we all know, has a lot of issues, but we are the deciding factor on the future. People in power right now in their 60s, 70s, they're on their way out and they know it. And they're trying to do all they can to stop us from changing the world. But the question for you, to use your perspective, will we make it worse? Or will we let all of these powerful figures that have money behind them continue to add to the madness that we live in today? Think about that. The driving force they have is money. Speech is free. But the speech you need to listen to is the one that has feeling and emotion and power behind it. Passion is in my words because I feel it. Babies are born every day. These are generations that are being made. What are we going to do for them? Are we going to do what the generations above us have done for us? Or are we going to do better for the babies of tomorrow? Because it's my plan to set a very good path. And of course, in their perspective and in their own mind, they could choose to follow it. Or they continue the madness that has been made for us. just realize that everything that's created has a falling point. Nothing is the same forever. We need to embrace change. We need to embrace the decisions that always go wrong for us continuously and learn from them. Fellas, just learn from your mistakes. Maybe you made a bad decision, but learning from it could lead you to the right decision that maybe wouldn't be there if the first decision failed. Don't be afraid to fail. In words of Arnold Schwarzenegger, keep climbing the ladder of success. You can't do it with your hands in your pockets. You gotta go get it by making decisions. It's not always gonna be right, and you have to accept it. I've accepted it. It led me to where I am today. And in my eyes, this is all the success I need. It will be a huge success. And I know it. Something funny to break tension. My buddy Shane said to me the other day, you know, man, like, if you didn't do this now, at the age of 70, you would have been a bitter old man because you didn't decide on doing something with all those thoughts in your head. Doing something with the passion behind you. And you know, this decision to do this, very, very uncomfortable to see me on a screen. But I thought about it. I thought about what he said. And I would be a bitter old man at 70 years old if I didn't do this. Because there's potential here. And the timing is right. And I will execute. Not just for me, but for all of you who need a voice. A little story to wrap it up here. I was merging onto the highway the other night on my way home from work, just as I always do. And there was a car in my left lane as I was merging that I knew wasn't going to stop. And it got me thinking, what if that decision to speed up and not let me in determined fate for that individual? Better yet, determined fate for me. Because the moral of the story here is sometimes decisions could be so quick that you act on instinct, just like driving the car. That could almost lead you into a spot that is the wrong place at the wrong time. If that guy didn't speed up and let me in, maybe he would have gotten into a crash, or maybe I would have gotten into a crash, because the scenarios could be completely opposite. And through perspective, you can actually see that fate could have taken any of us in that position. Because the timing was so short that anybody on that highway could have been in the wrong spot at the wrong time. And it just takes that little decision that could end you or end somebody else. So the next time you see somebody you don't know, say hello to them. The next time that you're split between what you need and what you want, think on it. Because I am talking about it. Priorities are big. And I understand that you want a Supreme headband. I understand that you want Jordans. But what do you need? I guarantee you what you need is much bigger. It's tough to say. Maybe you have money and you could do whatever you want. But this isn't just talking about money. Do you need a friend? Do you need another soul around you at all times? Think about what you need and want, and decide. Decide for your future. Decide for my future. When you're done watching this video, and you exit full screen, because I know you're putting it in full screen, it's your decision to hit subscribe. It's your decision to hit like. And it's also your decision to tag people on any Instagram feed I put out. But what hurts me inside is that when somebody sees somebody doing something real and beneficial, they'll absorb it and maybe gain something from it, but don't pass it. On that note, I'll let you decide. And I'll trust your judgment. I'll see you guys in the next one.